Is it normal to feel this way even after 70? That was the question John whispered to himself one quiet night, a question he never thought he'd ask. Once full of warmth, intimacy, and connection, his evenings had turned into stretches of silence, filled with wondering, not about the past, but about something much more personal. Was this just aging? Was something wrong with him? Or had he simply become invisible, even to himself? If you've ever felt that your body is changing in ways no one warned you about, that your desires have shifted, but no one dares to talk about it, you're not alone. And this isn't just about sex. It's about identity, confidence, loneliness, and most of all, health. What if we told you that how you approach this part of your life could affect your heart, your sleep, your hormones, even your risk for certain diseases? That what many seniors silently avoid might actually be the key to staying healthier longer. In today's episode of Senior Wisdom, the place where we help you live stronger, healthier, and more connected each day, we're opening the door to a topic most people shut tight: sexual health after 60. Yes, we'll be talking about intimacy, masturbation, erectile challenges, emotional distance, but more importantly, we'll be talking about healing. Because here's what science is now showing us in language that's easy to understand and rooted in compassion. Regular sexual activity, even solo, supports prostate health. It can reduce anxiety, improve sleep, and balance hormones like testosterone and cortisol. And it may help protect against cardiovascular issues, memory loss, and even depression. So why don't we talk about it? Why do so many older men and their partners suffer in silence? We're going to change that right here, right now, through real stories, gentle explanations, and solutions you can actually use. This video is your invitation to reconnect with your body and reclaim this essential part of your well-being. Because aging shouldn't mean fading away. It should mean knowing yourself better than ever and learning how to thrive, not just survive. If you're over 60 or love someone who is, this video is for you. So take a moment, hit the like button if this resonates, subscribe to Senior Wisdom, and ring the bell to stay connected to a growing community that believes health includes every part of you. Let's begin with a truth too many men keep hidden and how unlocking it could change everything. John always thought intimacy faded with age, a quiet decline, like a song losing its final note. After all, that's what society seems to suggest. You turn 70, your body slows down, and certain parts of life, especially your sex life, are just expected to disappear. But what if that wasn't true? What if desire didn't actually vanish? It just changed. Here's the reality most people don't talk about. Sexuality in older men doesn't end. It evolves. A national survey conducted in 2010 found that 46.4% of men over 70 had masturbated in the past year, and nearly 28% had done so in the past month. In Norway, a 2021 study found that sexual activity was still common even among men in their late 70s and 80s. That's not a fluke, that's a fact. Men don't suddenly stop wanting connection, touch, or pleasure. But when no one talks about it, it's easy to feel isolated, like you're the only one still feeling this way. And here's something even more important. Staying sexually active can actually benefit your health. Let's break it down. Heart health: engaging in sexual activity increases heart rate and improves blood circulation, just like light exercise. It helps keep the cardiovascular system engaged and responsive. Mental well-being: orgasms, whether through intercourse or masturbation, release endorphins, the feel-good chemicals that boost mood and reduce stress. They also help lower cortisol, the stress hormone that can wreak havoc on sleep, blood pressure, and memory. Hormonal balance: sexual activity helps regulate testosterone levels, which naturally decline with age. Keeping them steady can help with energy, focus, and even muscle tone. Better sleep: Many older adults struggle with insomnia or restless nights. But sexual release, especially masturbation, has been shown to help with relaxation and improve sleep quality. So if the science says it's beneficial, what's stopping us? For many men, it's not the body, it's the beliefs. Generations of stigma, silence, and real men don't talk about that messaging have created a wall of shame around a perfectly normal, even healthy human need. But here's the good news. You don't need pills or expensive treatments to start feeling more in tune with your body again. Simple, natural steps can help. Take short walks daily to boost circulation. Practice gentle breathing or meditation to reduce anxiety. Reconnect with your body through touch without guilt. Start the conversation, even quietly, with someone you trust, because the truth is this part of your life isn't over. It just needs your permission to be explored and honored in a new, meaningful way. John used to think intimacy was just, a personal matter, something tied to passion, relationships, or maybe even romance. But he never imagined it could actually affect his physical health. Then one day, while reading a health newsletter, a single sentence stopped him in his tracks. Sexual activity is not just about pleasure. It's about circulation, hormones, and mental resilience. That changed everything. Let's start with the heart. When we think of keeping the heart strong, most of us imagine walking, swimming, or maybe using a treadmill. But here's the surprising truth. Sexual activity works like a form of light cardiovascular exercise. During sex or even masturbation, your heart rate increases, blood flows more freely, and your body gets a natural mini-workout. According to a study in the American Journal of Cardiology, men who are sexually active at least twice a week have a significantly lower risk of heart-related conditions than those who are less active. But the benefits go far beyond just your heart. Hormonal health testosterone is often called the male vitality hormone. It affects everything from your energy levels to your mood and muscle strength. As men age, testosterone levels naturally decline. But regular sexual activity, yes, even solo activity, helps regulate those levels. That means less fatigue, more emotional stability, and better overall drive. Mental and emotional wellness. Orgasms release endorphins, powerful feel-good chemicals that lift your mood and ease anxiety. At the same time, they help lower cortisol, the stress hormone that causes trouble sleeping, raises blood pressure, and fogs your mind. Some men even report that regular intimacy helps them feel more connected to themselves, more alive. Now let's talk about the phrase many doctors quietly use. Use it or lose it. This applies more literally than most people think. The blood vessels and tissue in the penis are like any muscle. They rely on regular blood flow and gentle stimulation to stay strong. Long periods of sexual inactivity can lead to reduced elasticity, weaker erections, and even a loss of sensitivity over time. It's not about age, it's about disuse. So what can you do, naturally and safely? Here are a few simple, no medication steps. Engage in light daily movement like walking or stretching. It improves circulation everywhere, not just to the heart. Eat heart-healthy meals. Focus on omega-3 fats like salmon or walnuts, leafy greens, and less processed sugar. Don't skip hydration. Drinking enough water supports vascular health. Stay connected to your body, whether through touch, breathing exercises, or guided relaxation. It all helps you stay in tune with what you are feeling. And most of all, let go of guilt. There is nothing shameful about maintaining your body's natural rhythms. Intimacy with a partner or by yourself isn't a luxury. It's a part of staying whole. And if anyone tells you otherwise, they haven't seen the science. If this message is resonating with you, if even a small part of it gives you hope that aging doesn't mean fading but evolving, I'd love to hear from you. Just type the word hope in the comments below. It lets us know you're with us. And if you'd like more heartfelt, science-backed content on aging, health, and well-being, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to Senior Wisdom. We're here every week, helping you live stronger, longer, and with dignity. John didn't say it out loud at first. He just pulled away. At dinner, the conversations became shorter. At night, he turned off the lights a little earlier. His wife noticed, but didn't push. And inside, John was quietly grieving something he didn't know how to name. It wasn't just about sex, it was about confidence, identity, feeling like a man. And for the first time in his life, he didn't feel in control of his own body. That's the silent heartbreak of erectile dysfunction, ED. And it's more common than most men realize, especially after 60. Studies show that nearly 70% of men over 70 experience some form of ED, yet most suffer in silence, not because there's no help, but because of something deeper. Shame. John told himself it was normal, just part of aging, he whispered. But the truth was, it hurt. It made him feel distant from his wife, unsure of how to express closeness, and afraid that something meaningful was slipping away. The longer he avoided it, the wider the emotional gap became. Until one morning he did something brave. He talked. He told his wife what he was feeling, the fear, the frustration, the sadness. And to his surprise, she didn't flinch. She smiled, gently took his hand and said, "I thought it was me. I'm just glad you still want to be close." That moment changed everything, because intimacy isn't just about performance. It's about presence, honesty, and connection. And once that wall was broken, John and his wife began exploring new ways to be close. Soft touches, longer hugs, shared moments of laughter, quiet affection. Of course, the physical side still mattered. So John started taking steps. Not drastic ones, but simple, consistent changes that made a big difference. Here's what helped John, and what may help you too. Daily movement. A brisk 20-minute walk improves blood flow, not just to the heart, but to vital areas below the waist. Clean eating. Less processed food, more leafy greens, berries, and lean proteins help John feel stronger and lighter. Mind-body connection. Morning meditation helped ease performance anxiety and rebuild confidence. Medical support. After talking to his doctor, John explored options like oral medications, Viagra, Cialis, which are safe when used correctly. Other tools, vacuum erection devices and pelvic floor exercises like Kegels, helped improve muscle tone and control. Therapy. Just a few sessions with a counselor helped John reshape how he thought about intimacy and aging. Erectile dysfunction isn't a sign of failure. It's a sign your body is evolving, and you can evolve with it. Let's talk about something that rarely gets said out loud, but matters more than most people realize. Masturbation. Yes, that word. For many older men, even hearing it brings a mix of discomfort, embarrassment, maybe even guilt. But let's set the record straight. Masturbation is not a sign of loneliness, failure, or shame. It is a natural, healthy part of being human at any age. And for men over 60, especially those without a partner or navigating changes in intimacy, it plays a surprisingly powerful role in overall well-being. Take John, for example. After his confidence was shaken by changes in his sexual function, he began exploring ways to reconnect with his body, without pressure, without fear. One of the most healing things he rediscovered was the simple act of solo touch. Not only did it restore a sense of normalcy, but it helped him understand that pleasure didn't have to disappear, it just had to be reimagined. So what does science say? Here's where things get interesting and deeply affirming. Improves blood flow. Gentle, regular stimulation increases circulation to the penile tissues, which helps maintain elasticity and vascular health. Think of it as a tune-up for your body's natural function. Supports prostate health. Some research, including studies from Harvard, suggests that regular ejaculation may help reduce the risk of prostate problems by flushing out toxins and reducing inflammation. boosts mental health. Masturbation triggers the release of endorphins and dopamine, your brain's natural mood boosters. It also lowers cortisol, helping reduce anxiety and promote relaxation. Promotes better sleep. Many older adults struggle with falling or staying asleep. The physical and emotional release that comes with masturbation can lead to deeper, more restful rest. But here's the biggest gift it offers: a way to stay connected to yourself, not just physically, but emotionally. For John, it became a quiet ritual, not just an act of relief, but an act of care, a way to listen to his body, understand its needs, and honor its rhythms without judgment. And whether you're married, widowed, divorced, or living alone, this connection matters. Gentle guidance if you're unsure where to begin. Let go of outdated beliefs. Your body hasn't betrayed you. It's simply asking to be heard. Create a space that feels private, peaceful, and comfortable. Focus on touch that feels safe and unrushed. There is no right way, only what feels right to you. And if physical limitations make things more difficult, don't hesitate to talk to a doctor. There are tools and aids designed to support you, discreetly and respectfully. In the end, masturbation isn't about lust. It's about health, comfort, and self-respect. It's not a fallback, it's a foundation. And sometimes it's the most personal way to say, I still matter. My needs still matter. John had spent most of his life believing certain things about aging and sex, things passed down from locker room whispers, late-night radio shows, and quiet conversations between men who didn't really know better, but spoke with confidence anyway. Things like, if you touch yourself too much, you'll ruin your prostate. Real men don't lose interest. If you do, something's wrong with you. Masturbation lowers testosterone. Just hold it in. He believed them. Most men do. But the truth? Most of these ideas are not only wrong, they're harmful. Let's start with the most damaging myth. Myth number 1, masturbation causes prostate cancer. Truth, in fact, it may do the opposite. A landmark study by Harvard Medical School found that men who ejaculated at least 21 times a month had a lower risk of developing prostate cancer. Why? Because ejaculation helps flush out toxins, reduce inflammation, and keep the prostate gland healthy and active. For John, this was a huge revelation. Something he'd been taught to fear was actually helping his health. Myth number 2, masturbation lowers testosterone. Truth, it actually helps regulate it. Testosterone, the hormone tied to energy, muscle strength, and libido, naturally declines with age. But regular sexual activity, including solo activity, can help keep testosterone levels balanced. Abstinence, on the other hand, doesn't stop the decline. It may even speed it up. The idea that you must preserve your testosterone by avoiding sexual release, that's not backed by science. It's backed by fear. Myth number 3, if you've lost interest in sex, you're no longer a real man. Truth, libido changes are normal, personal, and not a measurement of masculinity. Some men stay highly sexually active well into their 80s and beyond. Others feel a gentle softening of desire, but that doesn't mean they're broken. It means their body is entering a new rhythm. There's no right or wrong. There's only your path. John realized these myths had been quietly shaping how he felt about himself, creating guilt, confusion, and even shame. But once he saw them for what they were, outdated, disproven, and unnecessary, he began to breathe easier. He didn't feel defective anymore. He felt free, free to feel what he felt, free to explore what brought him comfort, connection, and joy without apology. So if you've carried these same beliefs, it's time to let them go. Because here's the truth. Masturbation doesn't harm you. It may protect you. Testosterone doesn't disappear because of release. It stays healthier when you listen to your body. And your masculinity is not defined by your performance or a desire. It's defined by your integrity, your heart, and your willingness to care for yourself fully and without shame. Maybe you started this video with hesitation. Maybe you felt unsure, wondering if this was something you should be thinking about at your age. But now I hope you see the truth more clearly. Your body is not broken, your story is not over, and your needs still matter. Growing older doesn't mean growing less. It means growing wiser, deeper, more aware of what truly brings peace, joy, and connection. Yes, your body may feel different. Yes, your desires may shift. But intimacy, comfort, and the simple act of caring for yourself, they never expire. You see, health is more than blood pressure numbers or doctor's visits. It's the quiet ways you nurture your spirit. It's staying curious about your own body. It's letting go of shame and holding on to grace. And it's knowing that even after 60, 70, or 80, you still have the power to heal, to grow, to feel. John's story is not just his own. It's shared by millions of men who are slowly, quietly realizing that they are allowed to care, allowed to feel, allowed to reach for something better. So today I want you to walk away with one word: hope. Hope that healing is possible. Hope that change doesn't have to be scary. Hope that no matter your age, your health, your history, you can take a step forward. And that step might start small, with a walk, a talk, a quiet moment of reflection, but it's yours, and it's powerful. Thank you for being here with us at Senior Wisdom. We honor your journey, we respect your voice, and we're walking beside you every step of the way. Thank you truly for spending your time with us today. We know that talking about topics like this isn't always easy, but by being here, by listening with an open heart, you've taken a brave and meaningful step toward honoring your health, your story, and your future. If this video spoke to you, even just a little, please consider clicking the like button. It helps us reach more people who may need this message just as much as you did. And if you'd like to keep receiving thoughtful, compassionate content about aging, health, and emotional well-being, please subscribe to our channel, Senior Wisdom, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Lastly, if you know someone, a friend, a brother, a spouse who might benefit from hearing this too, share this video with them. You never know how much comfort a small gesture can bring. From our hearts to yours, thank you for being part of this community. You are not alone. You are seen, and your journey matters. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself gently, kindly, and with pride.